All right, we're being joined by Alamogordo Lady Tiger Volleyball as they get ready for their season coming up on August 19th. It begins against Rodoso, and we're joined by Coach Kelley Bickham. Coach, how are you doing today?
I am doing wonderful, thank you.
You've got a group here that is having a lot of fun already. Before we even get started, you want to introduce who all you brought with you today?
I will. I have 7 seniors this year, and I feel like we're so strong this year, and very blessed. These are the girls that actually came in with my first season, so they were all sophomores when I got here. So now we finally made it, and I'm excited. To my left, I have Cayleigh, Kidwell, which we call Stretch. She's our middle blocker. To her left, I have Charlie-Mae Dalmas, who is our libero DS. To her left, I have our senior setter, Sharzay Herrera. To her left, I have Becca Adams, outside hitters. To her left, I have Cara Roush, who is new to Alamogordo. She's coming in from Legacy Christian. And then to her left, I have Kassidy Feagan, and she's a DS as well. And I have to her left on a Riordan, and she's outside.
Okay.
So I have a big, strong senior class this year.
All right. How you ladies doing today? Good?
Yeah.
Okay. They were trying to be so quiet there when Coach was talking. It was so difficult for them, I can tell. Coach, so, this is your third season. For you personally, how different is it coming into this third season, having a full summer to work with all these ladies? Just for you as a coach, does it feel any different? You feel, maybe more prepared, you're more used to this group than any other season?
Yeah, actually, I feel like we did get a full summer. This is my third season, but with the COVID season in there, was kind of different. But yeah, so I think this year with this group, since I've had them, they kind of know my expectations, and I really feel like I understand them more than I did the last 2 seasons. And so my expectations are high. So we were able to do some things this summer. The girls were able to go to a couple camps this summer, get some touches, and I think that's really helped us put us on another level. So I'm excited. I feel like we're ready to go. We're starting at a pretty high level right now. So as we start next week, we do have scrimmages this weekend. In Roswell, so hopefully we'll be able to see what it looks like over there and then get ready for our conference.
Okay, very good. Well, Kayleigh, you sat right next to Coach, so you get to go first here. Get in on the mic there a little bit, and I'll probably edit that part out. That's okay. How was the summer for you? How much work were you able to get in, and what were you able to work on throughout the summer?
So the summer was really good for me. I felt like I got a lot of good touches going to the camps in Arizona and Albuquerque, and I just feel like it bettered myself and it bettered our team, and we got closer during that. I just feel like this season we're going to be really strong, like Coach said, and I'm excited.
Charlie, how about you? What did you get out of the summer? I know it sounded like we talked beforehand that you were dealing with an injury.
Yes, I unfortunately did tear my ACL this summer, and I've been working on it and through therapy, and I'm doing really good, and I'm just excited to see the girls play. I've seen their progress, and I'm really excited for them.
So you're just going to be there supporting them as much as you can this season.
Yes.
So that's a good teammate, and are you going to be an assistant coach, basically helping coach out?
I'm going to try to, and of course, hopefully, maybe by the end of the season, I can get a couple games in and see how that goes.
We'll be hoping for that. We get to see you out there at some point this season. Sharzay, how about you? What did you get to do throughout the summer? Did you get to work any this summer?
So I didn't get to really go to the summer trainings, but I did go to some of the camps, and I unfortunately sprained my ankle the last camp I went to, but it was a lot of good touches that helped me a lot. It helped the team a lot, and I see us going far this season.
What do you get? And I'm sure you've been to camps previously. What do you get out of those camps? You talk about the touches, but just maybe seeing other athletes
coaches,
too?
Yeah, coaches. We got coached by a lot of the college coaches, and they were giving us a lot of good information to go on with our season.
Okay, very good. Becca, we'll go ahead and slide that over there to you. What about you? What was your summer like with Lady Tiger Volleyball?
So I really enjoyed playing with my teammates, obviously, but I feel like we really learned how to communicate and how to treat each other better on the court and off the court. Really talk to each other, really learn how to play the ball, keep it up, get touches in, communicate with our coach, and even bring that on to the younger kids. So we hope to just prepare our team this year for the teams that we didn't get. So we're just trying to build that for the younger kids.
Cara, were you with the team this summer? Or?
Yeah, I went to the Arizona camp, and then I stayed for like some of the summer practices. I played with a few of the girls in middle school, but I went to a different school and everything, so it's cool coming back and seeing how they've grown just in general as without me playing, because I played with my own team up in my old school.
Yeah.
But all my seniors graduated, so it was cool getting the opportunity to come back and actually join with a new team and seeing how they function together.
Kassidy, how about you? What was your summer like?
So I wasn't able to make a whole lot of trainings or anything this summer, but coming back towards the start of season, I feel like me bonding with everyone definitely boosted my confidence, and I definitely was able to get that chance to replay all over again.
Yeah.
Just kind of coming into it, but I feel like really practicing and all that stuff really helps you out as a player, and it's just, I'm so glad to play with these specific girls. I love every other girl also, but I really, really have a bond with these other teammates that I play with.
And you had to jump right out of softball into volleyball.
Oh yeah,
too.
straight from softball straight into, it's just back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, and that's two very different disciplines, I would have to imagine.
Very, very different. Very different setting, teammates, mindsets. It's so different.
Yeah. Anna, I mean, you had the same thing. I mean, you really didn't have a whole lot of space between basketball and volleyball starting back up again.
Yeah, so...
And you were with volleyball last year too, right? So it was straight into volleyball into basketball for you, and then back into volleyball.
Yeah, and we had basketball workouts throughout the summer, so I was kind of like juggling both of them and playing both at the same time. So I kind of missed some of the beginning of the workouts for volleyball, but then I started jumping back in and playing with these girls, and I really miss them. It's a whole different environment, and I just love them, and we're gonna have a good season together.
Yeah.
And that's what I miss from playing basketball, but.
Yeah, but you still got an opportunity to get ready for the new season.
Yeah, I did go to the camp and play with them up in UNM.
Yeah, and I imagine it's got to be nice that this season's going to be long. It's not going to be a month, and you'll have a little more time in between volleyball and basketball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit extra there. Coach, we got these 7 here. Anybody else we should be watching out for this year that are going to be providing an impact for you guys this season?
You know, it's kind of funny. This season, for Alamogordo, we really aren't ever big. Like, Alamogordo just doesn't have a lot of big girls. And so this year is probably one of the bigger seasons that we've had. And I have a couple of sophomores. I have Erilyn Stevens. Erilyn's outside. She's about 5'10", I think. Cayleigh Johnson. Middle outside. She's about 5'10". Sydney Crispin. Middle, about 5'10". And then we have Stretch here. I'm going to say she's 6'1"-ish. She looks like it, but
when she jumps in the air and then stuff.
So we are. I mean, and it's funny because like sometimes I'll go places and we'll go and or the summer and they're like, gosh, when did Alamo get so big? And so hopefully we will we'll be stronger across the net this year. Our hitting is way stronger across the board. Our setting, I mean, all of it. It feels like it's there, and so I feel like. Especially preseason will really be an indication of what we can do, and especially in our conference. So I don't think they'll be expecting us this year. So we're excited.
That's good. And I mean, you talk about just maybe having that size and that surprise factor. Do you think that's what the strengths of this group are going to be this year?
It is. We also, and I also don't want to forget. I have my other players are Annika. She's a DS libero, and I think that's it. Annika.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And and then we have some bubble kids as well.
Okay,
but no, I think with our height and because again we have 7 seniors, so we have a lot of maturity, and they pull that out of the sophomores, and so across the board, I feel like I said, we're gonna surprise people. They surprise me every day. Like right now, I feel like I walk into practice and then the way they're working. I'm just like, who are these kids? Are they my kids? Oh my God. But no, and I appreciate them. I'm very blessed to have these girls this year. I'm very blessed.
Awesome, very good. Anna, where you find maybe you've had more progression going into this year? What do you feel most confident in your game, maybe compared to earlier this spring or maybe earlier seasons?
I feel like I'm still working on my control and trying to get the balls in, but I think it's a lot better than it used to be. And, I'm still going to continue to work on it. And my passing, I have to keep my platform out. And, but I just feel like I have more confidence on the court. And I feel like I have a better connection with the girls, too, and my setter.
and we work together good. Yeah.
Okay. And what are you most excited about having a normal season this year? What has you most excited about
I'm
it?
so excited to see the fans out there. Like we started getting them towards the end of the basketball season, but we did not have any fans for volleyball, and I really missed that. And because when you get a good kill and then the whole crowd goes wild, it's awesome. So.
Awesome. Very good. Kassidy, how about you? What do you feel like you're maybe progressed in better this year than maybe previous seasons?
Definitely my confidence.
Yeah.
My confidence, and because that was everything. Confidence is everything in what you do. So I definitely, once I got that, I was there. When I'd get in my head, I would not be necessarily all there. But I think that's really what I progressed on. Not technically skill-wise, because that is your skill. That's a part of the skill that you need. And when I found it, it's really going good.
Yeah.
But
and what has you most excited about having a normal season or normal-ish season this year?
Also the fans. Yeah. Just being able to watch them because they came there to support you and watch you, and it just gives you flutters. Like it's fun. Like it's really fun.
Get your names introduced at the beginning. Yes. Everybody's fired up.
It just pumps you up.
Awesome. Cara, where do you feel like you are in your skills this year, maybe to previous seasons?
Trusting the team.
Yeah.
Because like my last team that I was at, there was like barely any trust, so it was like one man for itself. So this time I know if like a ball gets shanked, I know somebody's gonna go after it.
Yeah, makes it a little bit better. That you have that trust with everybody.
Yes.
I got you. And having, is it fans for you? Is it something else about the season that's going to be?
Actually, just having a season because I didn't get to have my season last year because nobody was there.
So having that for your senior, it's most important. Okay, very good. All right, Becca, what about your skills heading into the season? Where do you feel like you're at?
So I bring it back to the team. Just everyone on this team earn their spot. Everyone that's not here right now earn their spot. And everyone here uplifts each other. And they've done so much for me, so much for each other. And just every progress that I've made has been because of these girls.
Yeah.
All the progress that I've brought to the team, it's because of these girls. Because they help me out progressing myself as a person and on the court.
Awesome. Very good.
They've done everything for me.
Obviously, it seems like the dynamic you guys have is really special.
Okay.
Getting a little verklempt in here is what's going on. But what about the upcoming season? With it being a normal year, has you most excited about it?
I'm really excited about the exposure because we are getting bigger. We are getting better.
Yeah.
We're bringing a fight and one powerful punch to the face. Every team has to be ready because we're not going to give up. I'm excited about the exposure, the fans, everyone that gets to see us play, and what the girls are going to bring to the future if they go on to college or if whatever they decide to do, we want to do.
Excited to see those district teams again, I bet.
Exactly. Yeah. Las Cruces, we're coming for you.
Well, all right. Sharzay, where do you feel like you're at? And you talked about being able to work on a lot of stuff this summer. What do you feel like you've maybe gotten better at going into the season?
Probably my confidence.
Yeah.
And trust, like Cara and Cass, probably trusting my team a lot more. Because I can tell when they can get something, and they help me a lot too. So anything I go through, they go through, and they'll push me to go and be better.
Awesome. And what has you most pumped up about this season being back to some normalcy?
Just playing with my girls.
Yeah. Charlie, I know it's going to be kind of a strange year for you. I mean, we're going to keep crossing our fingers as you get back into it. Were you able to work on any things between the end of last season and this upcoming season?
Yes, actually, even though I was hurt, it definitely taught me to stay positive, to keep working hard in therapy, and just being hurt and watching these girls have pushed me to be like, I need to get better, I need to do this, so I can get back on the court with these girls. Even just watching them, I'm so happy to be there right next to them. And it's going to be hard, but I'm going to push through it as much as I can.
Yeah. Are you excited to be able to watch them in front of a full crowd coming up this year?
Yes. Actually, I think having the longer season gives me more time with these girls, and I think that's what I'm most excited about. Just like the fans, but most importantly, just being with these girls. Going on these trips and stuff like that has always been so fun, and that's what I'm most excited for.
Kayleigh, where do you feel like you've made some improvements from last year to this year, or I should say from the spring to now?
Yeah. I feel like I gotten a lot stronger, and I feel like I communicate with the team more. I feel like if I don't get something, somebody else will, and then we just all back each other up. I feel like I did get stronger during the summer and doing jump training and weightlifting and all that stuff. So
awesome. And what has you most excited about this upcoming season?
I'm gonna go with the fans.
Yeah.
I just love to see my parents in the stands and stuff, and just being able to have a season too, and like a full long season. So
okay, Coach. I mean, and the other thing, I mean, we talked about, and we just kind of talked about a little bit when I visited practice the other day, is the amount of ladies that are coming out to be a part of this program. I mean, you have a lot of ladies that are coming out and try it out, whether it's for freshmen or JV or for varsity, and it seems like there's a lot of excitement within the school to be a part of the volleyball program.
When I moved back here, I knew that, the success of the high school program really starts with the younger kids. So I started a club here, a volleyball club. I also pushed my girls to go play club in cruises. So I have about 15 girls that play volleyball in cruises, and that's huge that we're getting girls to play year round. It's huge to get girls touching balls sooner. So some of the girls that are like on the freshman team that came and played for me when they're in the 6th grade. So that continuing to do that is only going to make us stronger as they continue to go through playing and coming through the system here as well. So for me to have success, I got to touch those younger kids sooner, and that's where I feel like that's where where I spend some of my time.
Yeah, I gotcha. And, expectations for this group. I mean, obviously feel like you guys are taking a step forward this year. What are you hoping to see out of this team over the next 3 or 4 months?
Okay, so I came in, I had 2 wins my first year, and then I had 2 wins in my COVID season, which was small. I feel like this year we should be able to get at least double digits. We're in our conference has the state champions in it. Yeah. So, it's hard, it's tough, and you have to come to compete in our conference every day. And we also have the biggest conference. So, I really feel that, we're going to make an impact. Even last year, even in our COVID season, I had coaches come to me and say, even though they might have beat us, they were like, Kelley, this is the strongest I've seen Alamogordo in a long time. But the thing is, we're stronger than we were then. So if that's what they were saying to me last season, I'm not trying. I don't want to tell anybody, so don't tell nobody. But until you see us, that's that we're coming with some stuff this year. So I think it'll be exciting, and I hope people will come out and watch us if we still can. But to be able to get it, it'll be exciting. Yeah. I know I'm excited. Yeah. I'm really excited.
Absolutely should be. Yeah, I know the district's always tough with Centennial and Cruces, and gosh, Mayfield and Oñate are always pretty solid too. So, we'll start over here again with Cayleigh. It is your senior year. What are your plans? Have you made your plans for after high school? You know what's coming up for you?
Yes, I actually want to go to medical school, the Pima Medical School in Las Cruces, and I want to be an ultrasound tech.
All right, yes. Very good. Charlie, how about you?
I'm actually hoping to get a couple of scholarships, hopefully for volleyball, and depending on how that works out, I'll go to their school, and depending on if they have my program, I want to be a forensic pathologist.
Okay, awesome. And moving over to Sharzay, what's coming up for you after high school?
I do want to try to get some scholarships too for volleyball, and depending on which school I get to go to, if I do, just whatever I can do.
Yeah, not sure on the major or anything like that yet.
Wherever I go.
Okay, very good. Becca, how about you? What's coming up next after high school?
Of course, as the other girls have said, I'd hope to get some scholarships for volleyball, if not for track maybe, or I just want to go to school as a general surgeon and then join the military afterwards and travel around.
Awesome, very good. Got a particular branch that you want to get into, or?
I'm looking at the Air Force.
The Air Force. Got everybody excited about it. Cara, what's coming up for you after high school?
I honestly want to get some scholarships for volleyball. If not, I've always wanted to join the military and train their K9 dogs.
Oh, okay.
I've always wanted to do that.
All right. Is there a particular branch that...
Air Force.
Air Force. Okay. Very good. Kassidy, how about you for your senior year?
I am looking forward to getting my real estate license and do some real estating. I'm not looking for any sports beyond. I just want to focus on my license for real estate.
Enjoy volleyball and softball in your senior year.
I can, yes.
There you go. All right. Anna, how about you?
I'm planning to just go to NMSU, stay near my family. I'm going to go up there and study engineering like my brother and my dad. And I just like math, and I can do good in that field.
Do you have a particular engineering that you want to get into, or?
Oh, I like the biomedical engineering. That interests me, but it might change depending on the classes and how I do it.
There you go. All right. Well, it's always so fun to hear about what you guys have coming up next. We're so excited to watch everybody play this season, and of course, see what you all do after your high school careers. Coach, we appreciate it, ladies. Good luck throughout the season. Okay.
Thank you.